got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much. We have all heard the rumors regarding Kyrie Irving's moodiness. His teammate Kevin Durant said, Kyrie is an artist. He has his way of doing things, and I support him 100%. Irving said, human beings have mood swings. I don't have to be perfect. My teammates know who I am, and I'm proud of who I am. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Here we go. And it's the Mavericks to start out. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Big men on the floor. It's Porzingis and Powell. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Hardaway in at the 3 spot.
Well, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
And so here is Dallas. Shot clock at 5. Blocked again. And he's able to get it back.
On defense, LeVert showing great versatility. I mean, this guy is doing a nice job getting his hand up in the face of shooters.
Outside, KD. Powell with the steal. Richardson with it. Defended by Dinwiddie. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2. And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the 2nd round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Richardson attacking. LeVert grabs the miss. And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Goes up on the wing. Hardaway, no good.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Irving with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, for Tim Hardaway Jr., it's the family business. His dad was a pro and an outstanding one in his own right in the NBA. So Jr. knows exactly what it takes to excel at this level.
First one falls for him. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
That free throw good from Durant.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. And not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Now, here's Doncic, and it's Irving with the rebound. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Kicks it to KD. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Dallas. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Pass to Richardson. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Doncic with it. No points in the game yet for him. Outside, KD. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, you know, you're kidding yourself if you think Durant is going to back down from the opponent. Man, what a strong finish there.
So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Allen. Joe Harris comes in for Karis LeVert. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Kyrie Irving. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. Johnson comes in for Porzingis. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Richardson. Now here's Brunson. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Connects from 3-point range.
Boy, you better get out there on this guy. Doncic is prime time for real from that 3-point line.
Dinwiddie plays it up and banks it in.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Brunson with a clean look. Off target from 3-point range.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Oh, and this is some serious showmanship. Loving that tomahawk right there.
Greg, he came with force, and that's not just about getting 2 points. That was sending, I think, a message.
Well said, because it really could shift momentum here. I mean, the energy you see from the guys on the bench, when they get pumped up like that, I think everybody gets pumped up.
A finish. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one's on Johnson.
KD's aggressive streak coming out on that play. He can mix it up with the big guys when he needs to.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
And Finney-Smith gets it to go.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Count the basket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Brunson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The pass to Kleber. The 3-ball. Can't hit that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Now here's Durant. And finished off by KD.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
And Doncic, here we go.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move.
Well, I tell you what, he deserves to do some collar popping after that sequence. Boy, Jordan is an alley-oop specialist, a big target with strength and bounce.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Nets out in front, up by 5. And we'll be back right after this. And it seems like players are constantly changing teams. Here is Spencer Dinwiddie.
As a team, as a unit, as a roster, we've had a lot of turnover, and so we're all adjusting and getting used to playing together and building that chemistry and that foundation.
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the second round a few years ago.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for Brooklyn now, guard spots filled by Irving and LeVert. Jared Allen is out there with Green, and it's Prince in at the 3.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Irving. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Here's Irving. That one goes in. Irving's got 5 points so far.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Porzingis with a screen on Irving, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That is his first foul of the game. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Burke. That 3 off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Irving can't hit.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court. The Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
Well, we'll see how they do. David, thank you. Green finds Allen. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. And Brooklyn making a change here. Shamet's checked in. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Nets leading by 4. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Yeah, you know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
High post Allen. On the wing, Irving. For 3, Porzingis with the block.
Tell you what, Porzingis showing great timing as the anchor of the defense there.
Burke with it, guarded now by Irving. Hardaway from outside. LeVert grabs the miss.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And that one's good, Shamet. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Mavericks trailed by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Allen. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. Harris is checked in for Karis LeVert. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Doncic is checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Burke. Brunson with it, guarded now by Durant. Pass to Brunson. And KD's got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. 4-point game. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And they double up Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And, you know, you look at Doncic for a forward, this guy handles the ball extremely well. He's terrific at creating for himself off the dribble.
Dinwiddie kicks to Shamet. Doncic with the steal. Goes up. And the dunk by Doncic.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Brunson against Dinwiddie.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Johnson, he's checked in for Dallas. Here's Kleber. That one off the back iron and out. The Nets have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
Brunson the pass to Doncic. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Well, I love watching Doncic go to work there. Assertiveness is the key, and that's part of why he's so successful.
They get it back. Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
The 3 from KD. That doesn't go either for KD. Dinwiddie against Brunson. Here's Johnson. Here he goes. And he banks in the layup.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far.
Thanks very much. Kevin, how'd you get in that groove offensively in the first half?
Well, I'm just playing off my teammates. They're doing a great job of penetrating and kicking. And I'm not trying to force anything. I'm playing my game within the offense, and shots are starting to fall for me.
Looks good out there so far. Thanks, Kevin. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On the floor for Dallas. Big men on the floor. It's Porzingis and Powell. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And it's Hardaway in at small forward. Pass to Richardson. Down low. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Dinwiddie passes to KD. LeVert kicks to Irving. Pass to KD. Porzingis with the block. It's Richardson on the wing. Shoots over LeVert. Richardson, no luck.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Durant against Porzingis. Porzingis with the block, but he gets it back. Clock at 4. From downtown, the shot by KD. No good. The Mavericks trailing. Now coming into the lead with immense potential. Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it. Already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Brooklyn making some changes. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant, and Luwawu subbed in for Dinwiddie. Doncic against Irving. Porzingis with the steal. There's the double team with Allen. The pass to Porzingis. That one a little long. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Luwawu. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And they double up Doncic. The wide open look here for Porzingis. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. For Brooklyn, they've gone 0 of 5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. Tries the spin move from the high post. No good there. And the Mavericks going the other way now. The 3 for Doncic. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. Dallas making a switch here. Burks is checked in. And now another look at that mobile one block defensive performance.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Wound up there for Allen. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Woo-hoo-hoo, that's the stuff of nightmares for the defense. They'll see that one in their sleep. A long athlete like Allen flying in the air, that's a bad picture.
And here is Burke. Richardson outside. Shot clock at 6. Back to Burke. Lots of room. Buries the jump shot. Burke's got his second basket of the game. The Nets with the lead. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And it's Irving missing. For Dallas, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Burke looking over the floor. Back to Richardson. 5 to shoot. Back to Burke for the lead. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Burke's got his 3rd basket of the night.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Kevin Durant comes in for Taurean Prince. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Finney-Smith, another three for Dallas.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Irving dishes to KD. The layup missed.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Here's Finney-Smith.
And where Finney-Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney-Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Mavericks.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Brunson against Irving. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Takes the three. Dallas, no good that time either. Brooklyn's getting blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Dinwiddie. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Richardson. Johnson, the pass to Brunson. Richardson outside. Fires for 3. And it's sent back by Allen. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Doncic is checked in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Richardson. Drives to the hoop.
Exactly what Richardson can do on the drive. I mean, he can handle the ball. He's got a quick step, and he can finish when he gets to the rim.
Irving looking over the floor. Good on the shot. Irving's got 12 points in the game. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
With 1 on the clock.
Oh my goodness! Before the horn!
How about that?
Wow, what a shot. And listen to this place explode.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Nets out in front. They lead by 4. And how about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The front court spots filled by Harrison Durant. Then there's Green. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. So that's the Nets 5. Mavericks trailed by 4. Here's Finney-Smith. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and, Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Here's Dinwiddie. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 7 rebounds in the game.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
and can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Here's Green. It's good. And the Nets lead by 2.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Over Harris. Brooklyn with the rebound. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Shamet kicks to KD. The Nets working the ball around now. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the drive. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Porzingis. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. Irving comes in for Landry Shamet.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Here's Irving driving the lane, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Irving's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets.
Yeah, you know, you got to appreciate the speed of Kyrie Irving. I mean, incredible at finding different ways to get to the basket, and he is not afraid of anybody.
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
The first free throw is good.
You know, what comes to mind first when you think of Irving is his handles. Rush hour tight, but also his dynamic ability as a scorer.
Allen's checked in for the Nets. Both free throws good for Irving. Mavericks trail by 5. Now Hardaway. Pass to Finney-Smith. Going inside, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jared Allen. And he knocks down the first one. Josh Richardson's checked in for Dallas. That one misses.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line. Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's had.
For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Richardson with it. He's picked up by KD. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. High post, KD. Outside Irving. Ball stolen. Finney-Smith passes to Powell. Over Durant. The shot by Powell, no good. They can take their time on this possession.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Durant deciding where to go with it. Harris setting the pick for KD. 11 feet away. Mavericks with the rebound. Porzingis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Doncic, because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarding.
LeVert's checked in for the Nets. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for the Mavericks.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Outside Irving. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Well, I tell you what, he's one of the best scorers in the game, and I love how Irving continues to be in attack mode.
And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing here by 8. 1:06 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Durant, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, you're scratching your head with how do you defend a guy like Durant. I mean, his length, his speed, ball handling, all allow him to draw fouls easily.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 9. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Well, you look at Durant, and it's obvious. He feels like he's got so much more to prove. I mean, he's as driven a player as you'll find in this league. That's part of his greatness.
Irving dishes to Dinwiddie. And the pass to Durant. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
Boy, a stalwart defender who knows his strengths on offense. I mean, Allen is a fantastic two-way threat, and he wants to get better. This is a guy whose future is bright.
Dallas making a switch here. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. Coley Stein comes in for Porzingis. J.J. Barea checked in for Richardson. And it's Burke in for Hardaway.
Boy, Doncic plays with such an edge and attitude, and I think it endears him to his teammates and gives them confidence.
It's stolen by Barea.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Allen outside. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Drains the three-pointer. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 11 now for Brooklyn.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Kyrie, big numbers for you tonight, and I always wonder what it's like to be in a zone like that offensively.
Feels amazing. more importantly, we got the win, and I couldn't have done it without my teammates. We did a heck of a job of competing every single minute of this game. It took everybody's effort from our bench. It took a 15-man effort, and I'm glad we got the win.
15 men, but one man was the difference. Thanks, Kyrie. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.